Hello everyone, welcome back to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Fahad, you have ruined my intro here because why the hell are you standing here instead of your usual spot? Regardless of that, we are back after a week off of sunning myself along the beaches of the Mediterranean, and we're going to pick up where we left off. Now, if you remember, we had run into a little bit of a problem because the date is now June 22nd, 2025, and we have until October 12th, I think it is, maybe October 22nd of 2026, so that is 16 months away, I think, to wrap up 3 distinct things. The first of which is this Call to Arms DLC, which became available at the start of the year, 2025. Then we have a trio of high reward quests up here. Each one is a 3-mission chain. And then finally, we have the final remaining campaign missions out in the deep periphery, leaving the Draconis Combine corner here. And I've mapped them out just traveling to the planets alone. So there's 10 planets we need to go to over here, and then an 11th one up here, plus an additional 4 deep periphery systems beyond that. Takes me up to June 12th, 2026. So almost a full year there in travel time alone. Never mind doing the actual missions, which are, at least a week each, if not more. That puts us in a little bit of a tricky situation where we have to choose to prioritize 2 things. And what I'm going to start with today is Benfled down here, the Call to Arms DLC. It is, like I said, it's not a priority transmission, so it is not time locked, but I would like to get it done before the Kestrel Lancers DLC begins in October the next year. Before we can do that though, we need to get some repairs done. So what I'm going to do is instead jump to, I'll go to Stanza here, or Stanzach, and then we will head back down this way. We can pick up some Cantina missions while we're here too. I don't think we have anything else to cover. We did on the news last time. I'm just reminding myself where we left off. Some repairs needing doing. We are heading to an industrial hub. So let's do that. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, a fire starter mech and a... Wow, okay, I'm pretty sure Griffins are pretty rare actually, which is strange. I think of them as a fairly standard one, but we've barely come across any in our entire playthrough. But first up, I know I can accept it. Well, I can't accept it because I have too many here. Cicada is slightly... We might not get another Cicada. Oh, wait a minute. The only Cicada we've got is this hero one. Okay, there we go. That's our easy option then. Let's drop Cicada. And pick up Commando. Which we can cash in. This P1, which we never piloted, but I would like to use a standard Commando to get our experience with it. Nothing else. So, Firestarter. I think I'm going to take this, and I reckon I can salvage one, because I don't really want to get rid of our special one. And there's 2 reasons for that. One, it's kind of a rare one. It's not a hero mech, but it's special in a different sense. We are heading to Benfled, as I said before. It's going to take us 48 days to get there, so we have added an additional 13 days in travel, but we needed to come to an industrial hub anyway. With 48 days to get repairs done, let's see if you... I don't think you took any internals, but I better check. No, you were all fine. And these guys... Oh, no, hang on. This guy did. So let's just quickly... Ah, and I've got a shortage of SRM4s now, apparently. At that tier, anyway. He's got 2, 1 on each arm, so let's try and get matching ones. The Orion is not one that we use, so let's not give him anything too good to lose. And then the rest of the guys can just get a repair all. But what I also need to do is consider where I'm heading next. The Call to Arms DLC has a very low drop tonnage limit, 160 it starts out as, and then it only goes to 165 by the end of it. So we're going to revert to using more light and medium mechs. We haven't seen them in a long while. I'm a bit worried about my bills here, but what we might do is trash some of these that we're not using so much anymore. let's start thinking about how we want to build our lance. The idea I had was to take Freeman and Goblin along in their distinct mechs. Because, why are you red? Oh, because you've got no components, of course. Because, why are you not red then? That doesn't make any sense to me. I've lost my train of thought now. Because they're elite pilots with specific bonuses. So you can see here, Jenner Mech Affinity, Phoenix Hawk Mech Affinity. So that gives us 80 tons right there. So I have another 140. Sorry, no, what am I on about? I need another 80. So let's get that fire starter in. And then maybe St. Ives Blues down here. That gives me a nice 160 tons there. So I think that will be our lance. But because we are doing all these missions on one planet, and we are so pressed for time, we cannot afford to be waiting for repairs to get done between missions, so we're going to need some backups. I really do not want to have the urban mech as a backup, but there is a cicada somewhere. A 40 tonner, we can upgrade the 35 to a 40 as we hit 165 tons, either of them. Or indeed a 45 ton could go to a 50 ton mech. And check it out, well, we know we like this trebuchet here. We have added 1 million in our bills here just by adding an additional 6 mechs to our lance. We do have the gridiron as well, but quite frankly I would rather use the treb than waste. It's pretty good actually. We won't worry about it. We'll take these 6, and I happen to know we'll get more mechs as the DLC continues. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip ahead until I've rebuilt these. I won't make you sit through all that because I need to go off pictures to work out where everything was supposed to go in terms of internals. And I think I'm going to also scrap some of these and put them into our cold storage because we are using these guys. But honestly, I don't think the Trebuchet and Marauder are needed anymore. That gives us 8 mechs, almost all of which are assaults by this point, apart from the Orion. I know the Orion's probably not as good as the Marauder here, or the Treb, but crucially, it has an AC-10, and a lot of my pilots are lacking in ballistic skills, and I've only got the 3 mechs with AC-10s or 20s. With this Marauder and those machine guns, they don't offer that same potential. So, after much good service, I'm going to say goodbye to these 2. And that drops me 500,000. I can stomach 1.3 million C-bill loss. In fact, what I'll do is I'll probably end up taking pictures of these and getting rid of them as well, because I'm not going to be using them anytime soon. Once the repairs are done, we will worry about that then. I don't think we had any news, so I will skip ahead until those things are all sorted. Okay guys, I have thrown away all my standard assault mechs and the heavy backups as well, and I've taken Gridiron out as well, and in a short amount of time, 22 days, all our couple lances of mechs will be fully refurnished and ready for action in the Call to Arms DLC, which begins in 48 days time. Let's jump. We've been to the Steiner Kurita border before, so no need to read that. We may have some news upon arrival though, because I think things are coming towards a head. They are indeed 2 pieces of news. Redfield and Stein's Folly liberated by House Liao forces. The systems of Redfield and Stein's Folly have been reclaimed in the name of the Honourable Chancellor Maximilian Liao and the Capellan Confederation. The coordinated campaign, executed by House Liao's Death Commandos, can't read today, 1st St. Ives Lancers and McCadden's Armoured Cavalry, has liberated the system from the Davian oppressors that stole the worlds in the Second Succession War. These 2 planets have been fought over time and time again by these 2 factions, going back centuries. I think their first became a point of contention way back in the 2300s, so what, 700 years ago from 3025 perspective. The CCAF is now working with local officials to reintegrate the local populace and oversee the transition of power for all local authorities. How many locals do you have in one sentence there? To the St. Ives commonality. The Capellan state has also made a formal request of Comstar to properly update their star maps to account for the recent liberation, although Comstar has determined that such action would be premature until a formal integration of the governing bodies of each system has been completed. So I guess we won't see this on the star map just yet. AWFS forces successfully defend Galtor 3 from the massive Kuritan invasion. We just spent 3 hours looking at this in the last episode of the Lore and History series. Probably the largest single campaign of the Third Succession War, definitely the largest. The AWFS have repelled an invasion force from the Draconis Combine and have secured an ancient Star League facility on Galtor 3. There was actually one not too long ago that was until that point, the largest of the Succession Wars. That was New Aragon in 3008, I believe, where 10 Federated Sons regiments went up against 8 from the Capellan Confederation. This one altogether, I think it was about 22 regiments involved, although they kind of came and went in dribs and drabs as opposed to all of them being on world at once. Over 2 years ago, First Prince Hans Adavian began to commission surveys of recently conquered worlds along the Draconis March border in the hope of uncovering valuable Star League technology. Prior to Galtor, all commissioned survey teams reported that all of the Star League facilities discovered had already been stripped of any value over the hundreds of years since the fall of the League. So Galtor was a Federated Sons world for many centuries throughout the Star League as well. And then in the opening shots of the Third Succession War in 2787, Jinjiro Kurito launched his massive tsunami assault into the Federated Sons' Corwood border in, I think it was May that year. And Galtor, one of the very first planets to fall, although the Resistance, the Underground, fought on for years to come, they were eventually crushed. And it was only, 200 plus years later that Davian was finally able to reclaim that planet. The news that a survey team had discovered an untouched facility on Galtor 3 was enough to draw a large Draconis Combine force to Davian-occupied Galtor to claim it. Davian military analysts predicted 2 full mech regiments would be dispatched to lay claim to the facility. House Kurita sent 5, so they'd actually set up a trap to, lure Kurita in, and then it all went pear-shaped once the number of forces that arrived on planet far, far exceeded what they were prepared to deal with. The outnumbered Draconis March militia on Galtor, led by Hauptmann General Mary Tolman, it should be Lieutenant General Mary Tolman, surely. Hauptmann General is a rank that doesn't exist until the Armed Forces of the Federated Sons and the Leiden Commonwealth Armed Forces merge in the 3040s. Anyway, Mary Tolman held the Kuritan onslaught at bay until elements of the 33rd Evelyn Hussars, the 4th Crucis Lancers, 12th Vegan Rangers, and the Lone Wolves Mercenary Unit arrived to reinforce the defenders. This is slightly out of sequence here. Tolman was one of the reinforcements. It was the Evelyn Hussars, Vegan Rangers, and Lone Wolves who were there first, and then more of the Draconis March militia arrived over the course of the year, along with the Crucis Lancers a bit later. Hauptmann Tolman, she's going down, she's demoted now, she's a simple captain, was hailed as a hero for her exemplary performance throughout the 3-month-long Galtor campaign, 4 months, and is said to have renamed her custom Thunderbolt mech Top Dog to remind her of the grueling campaign that will undoubtedly define her career. I would love to see it. I was a big fan of the Thunderbolt when we had it. Let's see what her custom one is. I think it's all energy loadout if I remember correctly, but I'm maybe wrong on that. Don't think I've ever used it in the game. Right. Let's try and salvage, well, you know what, let's not worry about that right now. And instead, look at our transmissions. So those in need, it is time for the Call to Arms DLC. This is a familiar face to us, we've worked for her before. Greetings, Commander. You may call us the Independent People of Sky. We represent a number of units under the employ of House Steiner, currently assigned to the front line against House Kurita. In 3023, House Steiner shocked the entire Inner Sphere with the creation of the first new mech design in generations, the Hatchetman. We've come across one of those before. The Archon said that this new mech would help bolster our country's mech regiments with a new line mech. But in reality, the mech has mostly been distributed to forces loyal to the Archon and those warmongering pigs in the Federated Suns, doing nothing for those of us in the Isle of Skye as our home defences are slowly whittled down every day by raiders from the Draconis Combine. We've learned that the Archon and Defiance Industries have delivered an entire company of new Hatchetman mechs to the 19th Arcturan Guards, a formerly prestigious unit before they incurred major losses at the hands of House Kurita decades ago. While this may sound like a legitimate reason to refit the unit with new mechs, I assure you it is not. In the decades since their collapse, the 19th has become a dumping ground for the spoiled sons and daughters of the Commonwealth's wealthiest families entering the LCAF, riding high on the coattails of the 19th's storied past to further elevate their own social status, while turning the unit itself into their own state-sponsored frat house. As the first brand new mech designed in over a century, apart from the Merlin, the Hatchetman has become a hot commodity that the Archon is willing to throw these petulant brats in order to appease their wealthy industrialist. I'm running out of breath. Industrialist parents, rather than supporting those of us on the front lines who are in desperate need of new equipment to fight our actual enemies. I wish we had a better way of doing this, but we are left with no more options. We want your unit to disable as many of these Hatchetmen as possible, so that we may take possession of them. We can't overtly move against our own countrymen, but we are in desperate need of those mechs to defend ourselves from Kuritan aggression. This is similar to that mission we did before against the social generals. So it's not just House Matic who has a habit of going to war with themselves, the Lydens are much the same. So, we're seeking your aid in capturing and acquiring these Hatchetmen and putting them in the hands of the people that truly need them. Will you help us? I will help you, Skye rebels. You rebel scum. Let's begin. Difficulty 20. Something to ease me back into this after a week off, with a very low potential payout. Crucially though, it's only a week, which is good because I have zero time to spare here. We've learned that a lance from the Arcturan Guards is often sent to garrison a number of small installations, close to their primary base of operations. While we don't know the exact garrison rotation of the lance, you should be able to find them at one of the marked locations. Destroy each and every one of the main targets, and we will swoop in to salvage them. Sounds good to me. Wow, okay. We've got nothing. Zero to offer. Are we even getting a +5 on that? I don't even think it's giving us the extra, so this is all we've got. Well, it's not that exciting, but like I said, we're just going to ease ourselves back into the game after a week off. Nobody has any mechs. Fenstrom, you're going to be replaced with Goblin, and Shenzhen, you're going to go back to Fenstrom, actually. I want these two because we're quite low tonnage, and it'll be nice to have these mechs back in the field again. Right, who else, I guess? I guess these guys. That's how we're playing it. If I wanted to, I've got a 40 tonner and two 50s. Oh yeah, okay, not great. Maybe what I do... I should have shown you, as you can see, I put the highest tier stuff I can in this. Maybe I go back and give the Firestarter another go. No, I don't. Maybe I do. You know what? Let's start out with a Firestarter of all things. And I might, rather than trying to get these two together, just go for one of them. I can put Shenzhen back in here, which allows me to go up to a 50 tonner. This guy. No, I cannot. It needs to be another... Where is... okay, no. I've done the maths wrong in my head. I need to go down to the Cicada, which I don't really want to give it to you. Alright, back to the original plan. That's how we're doing it. And you're going to take this 45 tonner with this tier 5 large laser. Don't you dare lose it, Fenstrom. I'll be very angry. It's my only one of those I've got. I think it was on the Thunderbolt, actually. Or maybe that was an SRM2 tier 5 I had on the Thunderbolt. That was definitely one of them. Anyway, this is how we're doing it. Wish me luck here. I'm going to be a bit rusty. Like I said, it's been, what, more than a week off, so...
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Do you know what I really should have done? Should have checked that all my repairs were done properly. There might have been something that was underturned if I wasn't careful, but I'm pretty sure I had it right. Let's see what we're dealing with. First of 5 missions today.
The independent people of Skye want us to eliminate a lance of hatchet men suspected to be on patrol at one of the marked nav points. Be sure to approach each one with caution, Commander. While the hatchet man's signature hatchet is devastating up close, it's more than capable of splitting a mech in two after a handful of blows.
Okay. Let's go along this... Where do I want to go? Southern edge, I think. I've chosen a mech which is very short range for a map that is filled with enemies with hatchets and autocannons. Not my smartest move in hindsight. Okay, I'm just refreshing my memory on what this loadout is like. Let's see how we get on here. I've got to make sure I'm at max speed all the time with these guys. I have... Oh, let's... You're long range, you're long range, you're short range with me. Firestarter, and another one of these A-class ones.
Looks like we're at the wrong place, Commander.
Nonsense.
Our target must have given us the slip. Let's check out the other locations.
What's the range on you like? Not that high. I have upgraded them. There we go. He went down fast. Did very, very little damage there. Do I go up and over? Let's go around the edge. Nice little tunnel there. Someone's in... Let's not step on anything explosive in here. Scorpion light tank, let's close on that. We're dealing with a lance of hatchetmen. I gotta remember as well that heat does not go down when you're using flamers. Hang on a second. You guys get on the spider, I'll deal with these. I know I'm not in range, but I'm just holding them down anyway. Right, let's assist with the spider. Team is doing okay. These guys are all green rated. I forget, we're on difficulty 20, so this shouldn't be an issue as long as we're careful not to go too close to the hatchetman. Right, how's my team doing? Very well indeed. Let my heat come down. Now we're in the DLC missions, we'll start to see some of the rarer mechs spawn that we wouldn't in the vanilla campaign, like that Firestarter A. So your only chance of... Whoa, did all the grass just spawn in right in front of me there? What happened? I see 2 hatchetmen.
Target acquired.
I see 3 hatchetmen. LRMs will draw them in. Stay on me. Wait for this guy to get in range.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Anyone approaching? Yes, one of them is. That's not you. That's a commando. Okay, well, commandos, we're getting flanked. Stay on me.
We're coming to you, Commander.
He's slightly out of range with a large laser as well. Come on, I can't afford to take any.
Targets are here, Commander. Be careful and take them out quick.
One's real close.
We're on your target, Commander.
He's got an AC-20 somewhere in his build, but I can't think where it is. Is it right torso? I need to be max speed all time here.
Tango eliminated.
Okay,
Destroyed.
that's one down. Let's pull back a little bit.
Target acquired.
None of these guys are full health. I guess we've been peppering them with LRMs. Someone's approaching. This is the one. He's still coming towards us. We just want to separate him from the rest of his friends. Oh, I don't like it. Looks like he might turn around there. Get some LRMs on him, please. Draw him in. Can't see what's happening in front of me. There he goes.
Target acquired.
Okay. Remember, because of how we're going to be on this planet for the next 5 missions, the whole of this episode, so I need to make sure that my repairs are so slight that I do not need to... Well, I can just go straight into the next mission. We've got another one coming this way. Oh! Thank you for that.
Target acquired.
He's lost his hatchet, but he's still got the big gun.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Okay, last one. Everyone rush.
Commander.
Who took an AC-20 hit there? Was it you? Yes, to the side torso. Not good. Behind a wall. Damn it.
Critical.
Oh, you're alive.
Target's down. I've given the IPS the all clear to swoop in and salvage the downed hatchet men.
We're getting flanked by an
Let's get
assassin.
out of here before more Arcturan guards arrive.
Move, move, move.
I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets. Looks like we got them all.
Warrior's coming in as well
Go
now.
home. Head to the evac point.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
No time for that.
Relocating to nav point.
Run, team, run.
Here we go.
New target.
I'll deal with you.
Target destroyed.
Jenna's fine. You're mostly fine, as long as we don't take any more hits.
Relocating to request.
I took an unfortunate AC-10 to the chest at the end there, but I think we're okay. We can go into another mission like this. Same lance again. We've got the Cicada in backup, which is a very good backup to have. And we got a couple 50-tonners as well. Wow, we're going to go up to level 15 mythical very soon. We needed one of those. Unfortunately, we can't salvage it. Very, very frustrating. We killed it just a little bit too good. Really, the problem was that we didn't have... let's get ourselves one of these. Hell, let's get ourselves 2 of those. What else do we not have any of? At this stage in the game, I'm not even thinking about cash. I'm thinking about cantina missions. So I go for what we don't have a lot of. These, apparently. I think that's mostly because we got them on our mechs. So let's do it like that. There we go. That's frustrating, but like we couldn't have really... I guess we could have taken a leg and an arm off, but like, I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about salvaging him. It's a rare thing to have though. The A variant is the original Firestarter and they don't spawn normally outside of DLC missions or on the star map marked as rare mechs. Well done, Commander. Thanks to you, our salvage teams were able to get all 4 hatchetmen. Now to get them back up and running. Do you have any idea who we are? I don't know who paid you to target us, but clearly they aren't paying you enough. Walk away now. Next time we won't let you get the better of us. Okay. If you say so. Everyone's healthy. Very little damage taken. It went okay. I didn't check how long that was. It was 7 days, I think. So, we are on to part 2. Good work, Commander. We were able to recover all 4 of the hatchetmen that your lance destroyed. but their battle damage is significant. In order to get them operational, we will need to collect a large supply of replacement parts. We've identified a series of locations where the Arcturan guards have stored replacement actuators, Myoma bundles, and weapon systems for the hatchetmen. We'll need to conduct an objective raid to find and recover these supplies in order to repair the lance of hatchetmen you've captured for us. We'll highlight locations in which the supplies should be located. Locations in which they are located, okay, but it will be up to you and your lance to identify and recover any materials on site. All further tactical information has been forwarded over to Deanna. Good hunting, Commander. Right, second of 5 missions. Let's go. Another difficulty 20. In fact, I think they are all 20 throughout this whole DLC. This is the last of the 160 tons ones, though. The salvaged hatchetmen are going to need a lot of components in order to restore them to combat-ready status. We've marked the facilities where the Arcturan guards have been keeping replacement hatchetman components. Destroy each facility and recover our needed supplies so we can get these mechs up and running. And once again, it looks like we don't have an option here. No matter. And everyone's good, I think. Some very minor damage. You're basically unhurt. I took a hit to the chest. You took one to the left arm. Crucially, not the right arm where the large laser is located. And your left torso is open. So again, it's the LRMs there. It's not open. It's pale orange. It's not that bad at all. Large laser is the tier 5 component and it looks fine. Only yellow on that arm. Okay, I think we're all good. We don't need to finesse anything here. If I had 2 40-tonners, I'd maybe go for the Cicada and something else in this place. But the problem is it's a bit of a liability putting the AI in something that relies on speed, like the Firestarter and Cicada. Right, second mission. Let's do it.
The IPS may have their salvaged hatchetmen, but they currently don't have the means to repair and refit them.
Is that a big map?
Their intelligence has highlighted potential locations for various supplies needed to repair and maintain the Arcturan Guards hatchetmen.
Got it.
Our mission here is a straight-up smash and grab to rob them of these supplies.
The classic.
We'll move on the facilities marked on your HUD, collect our clients' needed components, and then get out of there before the rest of the Arcturan Guards can respond.
Got it, Rihanna.
Be careful, Commander. Although we took out a full lance of them, the Arcturan Guards reportedly still have 2 more lances worth of hatchetmen active in their roster.
Okay.
Be sure to approach each facility with caution, as those mechs can do serious damage up close.
They can do. But so can we. Don't want to get drawn into that city there. We've got a 5x1 map here. Very strange to see, but... what are we dealing with? We have a base just down here. There it is. I don't think they've... whoa, I spoke too soon. We got a hatchetman and a commando, which just stepped on something. Let's, hang on, team. Hang on. Get back down on the sledge. Whatever's shelling you is going to tear you apart at that range. I don't want it to. They're moving.
Target acquired.
It was an AC2 turret and a single Scorpion, I believe. You must have stepped on something explosive as well. Hatchetman's going to be a little bit delayed. We can pick off the commando first. Commando was a brawler. I didn't see what kind it was actually. If it's a 1, then it's a large laser build. If it's a 2, I think it's SRM2. Oh, various SRM packs. Okay, it is a brawler. Had to look away because it's crossfire there.
Enemy reactor breach detected.
Right, that's 1. There's a hatchetman somewhere up here. They've got 8 hatchetmen left in the Arcturan Guards arsenal. Where are you, friend?
Target acquired.
Where are you? If there's one thing you don't want to be lurking out there in the darkness, it's a hatchetman to suddenly surprise you with an axe to the face.
Target acquired.
Right, where's the... I'm leaving my guys behind on purpose here, don't worry. Just want to pick him off.
Target destroyed.
Okay. Team, charge him. I'll pull him back towards you. Cancel that. He's not pursuing anymore.
Target acquired.
Ah, bloody scorpion. There he is.
Focus target has been updated.
He's out of range, but I'm going to close. If I don't get stuck in a rock.
Target destroyed.
Got it.
Got another one.
Someone on my right.
Ah, there. It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Killed some turrets, apparently. What is that, 100, 250, something like that.
Acquired.
Get in there, team. Try not to step on anything explosive like the commando did.
Target
I
destroyed.
don't want to be in this dark base that I can't see for that very reason, actually.
Target acquired.
Where did the scorpion go? Did my team kill it? No. There it is. Someone's on my left.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Genuinely, where did the... That's gotta go.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
There you are. Someone stepped on you.
Never gets old.
We have a new kind of objective here where we've got to stay in an area. You're a little bit orange, but everyone else is okay. My sense torso's open, but we can retire the fire start, so... Oh, do you know what I should have done? I should have swapped...
Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
Okay, yeah. I need to be doing...
Close enough. Ready to start pickup operation.
I need to be doing repairs every mission,
We'll be
which
sure
means I need to be
put that
swapping
out
every
to
mission
use.
as well. Otherwise I'm doing waiting, which I literally cannot afford to do at all at this point in the game. Our path through the first, well, I don't know, dozen episodes was pretty optimal, I would say. There wasn't very many times where we were going to industrial base unnecessarily. We kind of only went there as a last resort.
Lance target confirmed. Firing.
Someone's closer.
Focus target received, Commander.
Oh my god, there's another one there.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Firing on the commander's requested
He's
target.
headshotted. Get him, team. Oh, that was bad aim. Don't let him get close. I can't let you get close.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Team, why are you up there?
Neutralized.
Acquired.
Lots of little guys. Pick them off.
Target destroyed.
Someone's firing AC from somewhere. Can we regroup, team? I don't know who's getting shot at. It's you.
Acquired.
Is that a scorpion there? Are you stuck up there?
On our way.
Demonstrate to me that you're not stuck up there.
Yeah.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Right.
Target destroyed.
Idiot. Look at the damage you've taken because you jumped up on that stupid rock. By the way, I'm preemptively going to make a comment here just to forestall ones that I know I'm going to receive in the comment section. I know that I'm firing these when I'm out of range, but because my fire keys for those is control and shift, left control and left shift, I can press them both together without any thought,
Enemy destroyed.
even if the flames are out of range. It just is less mentally taxing to have to think about that in combat.
Nearly
And just
there,
holding them both down.
Approach the hidden object to pick
As long
it
as I
up.
think the small lasers will hit.
Giddy up, Commander. On your 6. Looking fine, too, don't mind me saying.
Right, that's 2 hatchetmen
Nice
dead,
maps
so they've
and
got...
extra ballistics.
No, that's gonna die.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Look at that guy. What's he playing at?
Target
Igor? No,
acquired.
what are you?
Focusing on issue target.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target
There's something
acquired.
here. Get out of here.
Target destroyed.
Relocating to requested.
I can do this from outside the wall. And we'll hop over and grab whatever's in there and we'll leg it. Give me a marker, give me a beacon. Collect miner bundles. Okay, if you say so. Who was in here? Nobody? Oh, my aim is off. Where are these bundles? Not here. I was deceived. Where's the garrison? Found it. Oh, actually I should
Find the acquisition. Just walk up to it in order to pick it up.
ignore whatever shot at me and go. Where are we going?
That's the last of
That
the
way.
client's needed supplies. Time to pull out before the rest of the Arcturan
Okay,
guards converge
moving.
on our position.
I need to jump this wall
Get a
here.
move on it, Commander.
Damn it, that building slowed me down at a crucial moment.
Jump jet fuel low.
Save what's left for the landing.
Jump jet
There we
fuel
go.
empty.
I saw a leopard landing across the map. Let's get out of here. So they have only 6 hatchetmen left now.
Moving out.
Move it, team. Through these rocks.
Relocating to nav point. Oscar Mike.
Oh, there's people here.
Let's get out of here.
Thank you,
Commander.
leopard.
Job well done.
Yeah, the Jenna really screwed us there. So that means that Freeman is getting retired. Oh, I didn't check how much time that was. Yeah, so what I should have done is swap the mechs every time so I can have some in repaired while we're playing missions. Gonna go for this. Why do we not have... Oh, it's a tier 1 one. Okay. Whatever. I get these purely for collection missions. I don't care about the value of salvage. It's such an irrelevance to me. That is something I might actually want to have. It's tier 0 though. It's kind of garbage. It is actually garbage. I'll take you. And we'll take some random low tier medium lasers just again for cantina missions that might require them. Okay, that's how we're doing it. Yes, with these supplies, we should be able to refit the captured hatchetmen up to combat ready status. Excellent work, Commander. They got our supplies. They must be from one of the Defiance's competitors in the Combine. Find them before they get away with what's ours. Yeah, a lot of people wanted to copy Defiance's new hatchetman designs. Damage was minimal. I think it's because we're such light mechs that things go red at like if someone sneezes in their direction. Excellent work, Commander. Not only were you able to acquire surplus supplies in excess of what we initially estimated, but you've also eliminated more of the Arcturan Guard's hatchetmen for us to salvage. With this surplus, my superiors have authorized me to provide you with our first refurbished hatchetman as a bonus for your exemplary performance. You'll need it for your next assignment. Excellent. Check it out. Alright. Well, I'm happy with that. What I'm not happy about, though, is this. This all looked terrible. But we will, first of all, it is now September 2025. We are going to, where is my transmissions? There we go. I was struggling with that. Commander, the independent people of Sky have come to learn that Tobias Klein is stationed here on Benfled with the Arcturan Guards. Tobias is the elder son of Emma Klein, who sits on the Defiance Industries Board of Directors. We believe that Tobias's current station may be the reason Defiance and the Archon have shown such clear favoritism towards the Arcturan Guards. We're tasking your lance with finding Tobias and his catapult and destroying it. Even if Tobias survives the encounter, the destruction of his family's mech should show to his mother that the Arcturan Guards are undeserving of such preferential treatment. Destroy Tobias Klein. We will do. 20 difficulty, but 165 tons now. To send a message to the board of Defiance Industries, we need to take Emma Klein's son Tobias off the board. Send a message to the board, take him off the board. Destroy his family's catapult. Family's wrong family, that's plural there. Catapult and prove to the Arcturan Guards undeserving of the preferential treatment they receive. We look forward to another successful mission, Commander. And I wish to God you would give me some better salvage than that. Like, a million is all you're paying me. Hopeless. Right, 165. We know we are using this. Of course we are. And it needs a paint scheme too. Let's do that now. AC-10, that's not even in the right... Where is the weapons? AC-10's right torso. Lasers at both arms. There we go, there we go. And paint that mech. In Cavaliers. Pretty cool looking thing. I don't know if I'm a fan of it or not, to be honest. Something about that rear end is like a miniaturized leopard up there. The rear end of the skull, I suppose. The unique thing about the Hatchetman is, rather than the top blowing open and an ejector seat going up, this whole top component, pod, is one complete assembly which ejects in as one piece. And I guess this is some sort of rocket boosters and fins, so you can pilot it, pilot in air quotations, to a limited degree and land somewhere, hopefully without losing your life. Right, so I need to... I'm 5 tons over, so I need to drop probably you for the cicada. And then you're gonna just survive. You've got so little armor. Ooh, how much does the Firestarter have? Slightly more, notably more actually. So we're gonna put you in the Firestarter and hope to God that you don't get blown apart. Right, we don't need these two anymore, so we're gonna put Shenzheng back into the field. He needs ballistics and missiles. So that means we have only one ballistic mech and it's ours. So what's got missiles? Probably this guy is better than the SRM-2s. I could put all my good stuff in this and then don't even want to use it. This is a rough. Yeah, I would like my 50-tonners back. Okay, so this is why I should have swapped so things could have been repaired. How long do we have in this mission? I didn't check. View contract. It's too late now. But whatever, we will get some repairs done. What were we not using? These two. 3 days. They'll definitely... Oh, 8 days, unless it's a 7-day mission. They should be fully repaired by the next one. Freeman, please just stay alive. We have a spare pilot. We're up against a catapult, so we really need to close quickly and then smash him to pieces with the axe. I will try my best to get an axe kill, but melee is not my preferred way to play this game, so...
Tobias Klein, son of
Ooh.
Defiance Industries board member Emma Klein.
We have a
has
city.
been discovered to be serving with the Arcturan Guards. The independent people of Skye believe that Tobias's current assignment to the Guards is one of the primary reasons why Defiance has shown such favoritism towards supplying the unit. They want him and his family
Giant axe in the
taken
screen here.
out as a way to send a message to Defiance's board of directors. Search for Tobias and his catapult at the Martin points, then prepare for extraction once he's been eliminated.
This is our first city map, proper city map. I think they show up in Kestrel Answers. Also, doing this and waving this thing in front of my cockpit suddenly makes me reconsider how scary an X-Men would be, or Hatchetman would be, to go up against in quote-unquote real life. Look at this thing. It totally fills your field of view. Imagine this swinging directly at the cockpit. My God. That final half a second of life would be pretty terrifying for whoever gets hit by this thing in the face. Ooh, and that sound as well. It's like a dinosaur. My God. I see a bunch of idiots at the start who have been unable to move out. Somebody's killing things already, or a helicopter just crashed itself.
I don't have a possible route.
No, I
Commander.
can see that. What are you playing at back there? Finally, he's moving.
Getting into formation, Commander.
Right, let's not worry about him, because he's just being a fool.
Mobile units on the move. Enemy destroyed.
Immobile units on the move. Stationary units on the move. Let's,
New target.
wait, I couldn't get a lock on that. That was a missile locust, so that's a long-range build. I want to close. Thank you for whoever lasered there. I'm getting very spotty signals here in the city.
Target acquired.
There's that locust again. Think I hit him. He's about to get hit by something else if he didn't even live that long.
Destroyed.
Another one.
Target acquired.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target
Miss.
is not here. Let's hope we have better look at the other locations.
Those missile locusts, man, I talk about mechs made of paper. They are something else. I think it's like 30 armor total.
Positive visual on the target, Commander.
Whoa, okay.
I've marked it on your track screen.
Catapult has us.
Target destroyed.
Moving with the
Move this way. If there's a catapult firing at us, I need to sneak up on him.
Target acquired.
I don't know what Rihanna saw there, but I did not. We've got a medium moving. It's a cicada.
Engaging shared target ID.
Hit his leg.
Good.
Let's slow him down.
Munitions can be restocked.
Cicada, you're blocking my view. I tried to overthink that there by going for his leg.
New target captured.
Team on me.
Acquired.
Missed.
We'll get them.
Bad aim. I'm spending too much time worrying about my team. I need to just be killing for kills here with the axe.
target down and going.
There he is. Finish this fool. Give me lasers.
Copy.
Finish him. I'm on the catapult.
Target identified.
Target destroyed.
Rectangle down.
Jump this concrete block. Team on me.
Your lead.
He's here. Wow, this is a C4 catapult. He's hot-loaded these missiles. Why am I not using axe? There we go. What are you going to do about this catapult? He's going to blow out my center torso by the looks of things. That's what he's going to do.
Missile.
Those hot-loaded has made this a lot worse than it needed to be.
Primary target is down. Kill confirmed. We fulfilled our contract, Commander. Let's get you out of here now.
Team,
Tobias has been taken out. Mission complete. Now, get back to the OZ, and we'll get you out of here.
damn, I had real bad luck there that he had a field refit that gave him those hot-loaded.
Assassin.
Because look at my center torso, I would have been easily able to crush that guy and not have to worry about those small lasers on their own, but having an LRM-40 fire in my face. Don't get slowed down on anything. Keep it moving, team.
Sorry, Commander. I can't get there.
Don't be silly, you can get there. St. Ives Blues back there is falling foul of things. You've not lost an arm, which is good, because you've got very high tier components. The assassins thought better of tangling with us. Yeah, very, very unfortunate I took those hits. It means we're going to have to retire this Hatcherman straight away after this one mission. Bad luck, bad luck. Maybe we will see it. Look how close we are to level 15 here. Ridiculous. Nope, nothing good to salvage this time. Tobias Klein has been neutralized. Emma Klein is likely to be furious at the Arcturan Guard's inability to guard her son from harm. If only we could be there to see what she will do when Comstar gives her the news. These raiders appear to be after more than just our hatchetman supply. We can't allow them to continue to make fools of us. Okay. Damage was... this was unfortunate. Honestly, I think so the stupid thing I did was I stopped when I was like 20 feet away from him instead of charging forwards with the axe, because I just don't think to use melee normally. But like honestly, it was the LRM-40 just firing in my face. I think he cycled at least twice in there. Oof. Okay, rough. And it's probably going to be out for the rest of the campaign. 12 days. Well, no, okay. It needs to be repaired regardless. Let's view our transmission. Part 4. We are halfway through then. Commander, your performance up to this point has been exemplary, but we fear that your efficiency might make our objectives here too transparent to the outside observer. This could potentially lead to the Arcturus Guards identifying our organization, which is something we cannot risk. For our own safety, we'll need to throw the guards off our trail by attacking a military target, making this entire endeavour appear more as a clandestine military raid. We've identified a remote outpost that contains the Arcturus Guard's backup data centre. Destroying this facility won't be enough to compromise Benfled's security, but should be enough for our actions here to appear that our objectives here were the destruction of this data centre, and not the systematic strikes against the Arcturus Guards themselves. Okay. It looks like each one is 7 days. The ones I've checked have been. I think I forgot to check twice, but the 2 I've seen were 7. The IPS is concerned that our previous operations might attract unwanted suspicion to our true motives here. In order to throw off any onlookers from our trail, we want you to target and eliminate a remote Arcturus Guards base housing a backup data center. We anticipate light initial resistance, but to expect the guards to sweep in and reinforce their position once they get word of what you are doing. It's a campaign mission, but it sounds like we're doing a raid or a demolition. Hopefully the former. Once again, salvage is locked. We got no choice. Very little money.
We're reading heavy weather warnings out there, Commander. Expect limited visibility and sensor malfunctions on this mission.
Right, the Jenna's back. So let's put you in this, for starters. I don't have another 40 tonner. Ooh, Jesus, okay. Do I take the Goss? You know what, this Trev, I've missed it. And we will be using plenty of Goss and heavy metal later, so... Gauss, I know. So let's swap. The Vindicator's has got too much good armor right now to drop. Let's put you back in the Firestarter. Because there's nothing... It's not the end of the world if we lose components in this. That's 165 tons, and this thing here will be running... This will be shredding. It's amazing to me, I rebuilt this thing, and we had only 2 SRM2s. I didn't realize that the ones that came with this trebuchet are literally the only, what are they, the streak SRMs that we've come across this entire playthrough. Only 1 ton of ammo as well. I had a better AMS in it this time around. Still have mismatched pulse lasers as well, that's how it was back in the day too. Is this the best way to do it? That Vindicator is holding up well. It's got a good chunk of armor. You are okay. It's only 1 arm that's a little bit worse for wear. Nobody has missiles, so you're just going to get whatever. What do I want? No, it's fine. We won't overthink it. This is how we'll go in. And I need to... I had a thought there and I've immediately... Oh yeah, repairs. What am I not using then? Jenna, fire. Vindicator. So, this is not getting used. I can repair this. And the rest is fine. Hatcheman's out for another mission, unfortunately. Yeah, we won't see it anymore. Too bad, too bad. Yeah, and if I take damage on this, I can switch to the Gosshog at the end. Ready. Wait a second, did I have a Phoenix Hawk that was... I should have had the St. Ives Blue swap for a Phoenix. Whatever. I know I can go over tonnage limits, but since we have not done so once in this game, we'll impose that as part of our challenges.
In an effort to cover our tracks, the IPS want us to destroy a remote Arcturan Guards outpost.
Right, good luck,
containing
everyone.
The battalion's data servers.
Demolition
IPS
mission.
Intel claims that given its remote location, the outpost does not typically station a heavy complement of defenders. But the Guard will surely deploy additional defenses should the base come under attack.
Got it.
It's best if we aim to destroy our objective and leave before the Guards can intercept us. Good luck, Commander.
Looks like we got some mech jocks on the suicide run. Right,
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Treb over
There
there.
it
We
is.
can deal with him.
I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
Petrol tank is gone.
There he goes. Team, why are we spread out here?
New target Panther.
A laser panther. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I remember what the trebuchet is like to pilot. First one of the episode. Excuse me one second while I go after this large laser guy.
Reactor explosion imminent.
Finish him, team. I've forgotten, it's been so long since I piloted this, I forget what kind of numbers each weapon system generates. Looks like it's about 8 or 9 for the streaks. And a little over 10 for the others.
New target
Spiders here too.
Enemy mech down.
Focus fire on Commander's target.
Each laser's about 5 or 6. Right, my team can finish that. I'm gonna go to the base.
Mech destroyed.
How are you alive? Come on, team. Kill that.
Threat eliminated.
Target destroyed. Heat critical.
We just lost emergency power.
Oh, look at this thing. Giant land train.
System offline.
Okay. I got distracted by the giant land train.
Petrol tank.
It blew more than that.
Heat critical.
Don't overheat.
They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
Tango down.
Aircraft overhead.
Shit. I can't get anyone on radio.
Why is this heat so high?
Security of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
I can just shove my face through the exterior facade of all these buildings. I say facade, is it facing? I forget. Jesus.
Target neutralized.
Through whatever these kind of little prefab structures are.
This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Took one down.
Where's the rest of this base to destroy? I'm like,
Our employer wants this area cleared of all tanks.
team, come back inside here. I'm genuinely struggling to find another 16% to kill. The upper levels of these structures. Look at this. What? It's taking forever to kill.
Heat critical.
It's getting ridiculous. I'm almost overheated again. I am overheated again. Well, that's not helping my situation.
Incoming missile.
1%.
Mission complete, Commander.
Go, go, go.
I
Team,
expect our employer
stay
to
in.
be very satisfied with this result. Head to the evac point for extraction.
Okay, Treb was fine. Damage was very evenly split. Don't get tagged on the wall. I said team stay inside. Oh, I've not given it correctly.
That's it, Commander. I've confirmed with the IPS that we have satisfied the terms of our contract on this mission. Now let's get out of here before the Arcturan guards come in force.
I'm gonna go kill another cicada at
Target
the end.
destroyed.
Always good.
Target acquired.
How did my team do? That base took forever to kill. Treb should be good for another mission, but I think I might take the Goss just to mix it up and check it out. Mythical. We have reached the highest rank in MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Your reputation across the inner sphere is growing. Potential employers are inquiring about your services, and new employment opportunities have become available on the star map. We have the highest reputation. We can do all the campaign missions now. It's quite strange to me that the first one that takes you out into the periphery is only reputation 13, so it's almost like you go out there and then would have to return back and do a couple random missions in the Draconis Combine until you can go back again. Bit of a strange way to have it laid out. Oh look, a spider, why not? Why not? Nothing good. We'll take a random jump jet, just in case we need to cash in 10 of them later on. Mission successful. That should throw the guards off our trail for a bit. These raiders have attacked our data caches. They must be paving a way for an invasion force. We must find these marauders. Okay, well, a spider to cash in is nothing to be scoffed at. Minimal damage. It was mostly on me. Vindicator might be out of it. Wow, what is all this? Great work, Commander. In addition to destroying the Arcturan Guards data center, we've discovered that the guards appear to have been using their stockpile of hatchetmen to experiment with refitting a number of other mechs with similar melee weapons. While it appears that these alternative melee weapons are nothing more than cosmetic knockoffs of the hatchet technology developed by Defiance, they each seem to have different offensive profiles when compared to the standard hatchet. As a performance bonus, we'll provide you with a few samples of the weapons we salvaged from the facility. These weapons appear to be compatible with the hatchetmen we've provided you, so we hope you can put them to good use. Well, we can't because our hatchetmen's already in service, I think, at the moment. Yes, it's going to miss the final mission. Too bad. Spider I don't need. Get it in the bin. Okay. And I'm going to drop the Treb, so I might as well repair it now. Wow, that was the wrong one. 5 days, apparently. Whatever. Let's read our final part of this, then. Do I have any news beforehand? No. Okay, those in need, part 5. Commander, before we release you from your contract, we have one final assignment from you. Okay, what assignment are we giving the Leiden Rebels? Let's find out. We want to give the Arcturan Guards one final gesture of up yours before we return home. My people have put in anonymous tips through the local law enforcement reporting Kuritan mechs held up in what is known locally as the Heap. Once upon a time, it was a Starleague-era metropolis, but warships obliterated it through orbital bombardments during the early Succession Wars. In the hundreds of years since, the city's ruins have become a massive dumping ground for all of Benfled's waste. Everything from the trash of major population centres to industrial waste disposal, it all ends up here among the ruins of the old world. After handing them a pair of embarrassing defeats, a quartet of embarrassing defeats, the Arcturan Guards will be forced to investigate this heap, which means that they will be conveniently suckered into a spot where it should be easy enough for you to pick them apart. We'll leave these spoiled jackasses buried in Benfled's trash, right where all of them belong. Afterwards, we'll release the remainder of your contract payments, and then we'll go our separate ways. And they're offering us a new type of assassin here, one outfitted with a melee weapon. It's not very exciting. I can't recall whether we've even used an assassin in this game. Maybe we did right at the very beginning, but honestly, I can't remember. Okay, well, that's what we're doing then. Let's go and check out... You know what I want to see? I think we saw some new variants. The Catapult C4. So it swaps its LRM-15s for LRM-20s. Or the standard one's the C3. and then downsizes the 4 medium lasers to 2 small ones by the looks of things. I thought we'd see more new things. We did see a rare, what's it called, fire starter, but we'd come across one of those before as a quest reward for these Leiden rebels previously. Final one of Call to Arms DLC then. We've leaked false reports that will lead the guards to believe that we are a Kurita raiding force taking up shelter in a massive waste dump known as the Heap. Ambush whatever units the guards dare to send out, and leave these spoiled brats buried in the rest of Benfled's trash. 3 days, so maybe they weren't all 7 days. But they were all the exact same distribution of salvage. Very minor differences. Hazard pay is present for this one. I guess we got bad weather. Steiners, we're not making ourselves fond of them, but we won't be working with Steiner again.
Will interfere with your sensors and will most likely restrict visibility. Be careful out there.
Weird audio glitch there from Rihanna. Right, we need to drop some tonnage somehow. Cicada's back. Ah, no, okay. This fire starter has not been repaired once, but you know what? That might be fine. What's the damage? What's the armor like on this thing? It's actually not bad. The X5 is pretty tough. You're totally fine. This is how we're going in then. 5 tons under for the final mission. It's a real shame we only got to use that Hatcheman once. Too bad. Phoenix, I guess, you know, let's put it in place of... Oh, we can't, can we? It's a... Well, you know what, we could put it in here and take Goblin instead. That's probably the most sensible shout. Yeah, we only ever used this Gossog, what, I think once? So let's give it another outing, at least. Yeah, okay. This is how we'll do it. So let's put Goblin here. You take your own Kobold. And Fenstrom, hopefully you can stay alive in this fire starter, which has done us this whole this whole DLC. This is by far the shortest of the DLCs. It's mostly just introducing the melee weapon mechanic. It doesn't really have much of a campaign at all to speak of. The ones that follow are each at least twice as substantial, sometimes 3 times as many missions as this. And more carefully crafted. These are fairly kind of standard square rectangle maps. I think we're good. For one final time then, let's go. We know that they have 6 hatchetmen left, unless I saw some in the last mission, but I don't think I did. Look at this great big Goss on the side. It's good to be back at the controls of a mech after taking a week off. Let's remind ourselves what the weapons loadout was. 2 pulse lasers, a Goss, but where are they located? Arms. Oh yeah, and I've got a chest. Oh, and I've got a small laser too.
Is in a dumping ground known to locals as the Heap. Our client wants to send a message by destroying whatever scouting party the Arcturan Guards has deployed, leaving them to rot here in this massive junkyard.
Copy, Rihanna.
Advise that you watch your back out there, Commander. What the 19th Arcturan Guards lack in experience, they make up for in sheer numbers.
We have a mech.
Including all of their remaining hatchet men that remain unaccounted for.
6
Clear the field,
left.
and then we can be on our way. Good hunting.
I can't get a shot with that debris. Just missed him. They've got weak chests. This one's in Davian colors.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, it's a Liao variant with the AC-20. I've got a Stream SRM6. I can't stand those. Did that by mistake. They're just so... Yeah, okay. Very... This is a dead end over here, I'm fairly sure. Or is it? Is this a path? No. Okay. Let's cycle back around. Everyone else is fine still. Well, the Firestarter's not fine, but is the weakest on the field in terms of weapons loadout, at least in the hands of the AI. Hopefully it won't get targeted by them. 5 hatchetmen left lurking in this debris field. What was once a city. This guy has got some sort of lost tech that's allowing him to warp and jump around. Why are these guys in Davian colors? That's not the Arcturian. Look. Oh, what a way to go. I have another hatchetman on the field. Headshot. Let's hit that big head a second time. Center torso. Get the head, come on. Center torso again. Never mind then. Got him.
Kill, Commander.
Oh, it was a center torso hit, I think, if it exploded. I did get a good piece of advice about aiming torso-mounted weapons, is to switch on arm lock, because as your crosshair looks around, the torso, there's a second crosshair that follows, and that's your center torso, and it's a little too easy to make a... That's another Liao one. Take that arm off. There you go, he's defanged. I hate the stream SRMs. It just...
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Okay. How many hatchetmen we killed? Here's another. Just blast him down. I think that's 3 or maybe even 4 and then for this mission. There's at least 2 left. That's not what I wanted to do. There's like a big open space on the southwestern side of this map. It's like the majority of the left half. We're stuck in this kind of winding path area here, which is worse for us with the Gauss and better for them with the AC-10s. Climb this ramp here.
Relocating to nav point.
Yeah, look at this area. Whoa, hang on.
Target javelin.
Jav. Yeah, okay. I managed to take out 1 SRM pack. I need to... I can't get up on top of this thing. Not without jump jets. Speaking of, that Jav's got some, so... Okay, team. Move up to here. Jav is flanking us. Trying to. There's a hole in the wall just here, and he's not coming through it. Let's just move in. If he pitches up in our rear, we'll deal with him. He's only got 1 SRM-6 left.
Reforming on you, Commander.
There he is.
Target destroyed.
Positioning on you, Commander.
Destroy the Arcturian Guard's commander. Are these going to be 3 hatchetmen to end? I've kind of lost track of how many we've seen throughout this campaign. They said they had a company at the start. I think we saw 4 in the first mission. Leopard's just taken off. 2 in the second mission. I think we dealt with 3 in this one. So we're still missing 3. Or we're missing more than that. Whatever. We won't overthink it. Target. Thunder.
Engaging Lance focus.
Why am I firing that?
Copy. We're on it, sir.
This guy's got the Steiner paint job. Finish him, team.
Target destroyed.
Shared target identified.
Enemy mech nullified.
What's this? A locust. Is this our last guy?
I'm not reading any more
Yes, it
hostiles
was.
in the area.
Oh,
Looks like we got
what a
the
way to
wrong man.
go.
I've
Ejected
given the IP
right into
salvage
this
team
huge piece of
the all
debris.
clear to begin recovery operations. No doubt, they will be happy to see the guards lose the lion's share of their hatchet men to this operation.
Well done, team. Well done,
Inbound to Bill
Firestarter.
now.
Good stuff. Good work. Are we evacing or is it just ending? I think it's the latter. Cool. Good stuff. There's a few hatchetmen unaccounted for, but that's fine. The Arcturian guards are welcome to them. We got ourselves a new mech to play with as well. Oh, we ranked up to level 15 too during the course of this. Very, very good. Some salvage. What do I want? I wish I'd made a note of what I had beforehand. The 1B is kind of a standard one that we've not used yet. Maybe we take it for a mission. Oh, this is... It's kind of garbage, but you know what? We've not used it at all. So let's get ourselves a commando. And then, I don't know, some other junk. I doubt we will ever have to accumulate multiple of these in a cantina mission, but whatever, we'll take it regardless. A garbage heap is a fitting spot to leave the likes of those spoiled brats. Thank you, Commander, for making this possible. How dare you besmirch the good name of the 19th Arcturian Guards. We will not forget this slight against us, mercenary. Well, you know what, maybe if you fought better, we wouldn't have this problem. No damage across the board apart from me. Well done, everybody in that mission. Because you were actually doing some damage. Especially you, Goblin. Well done. The Gosshog was fantastic. Commander, we can't thank you enough for driving the Patriots of Sky, for giving the Patriots of Sky the means to defend our own borders. You've done more to support our people than our own head of state. While Archon Steiner squanders her time placating the Commonwealth's oligarchs and getting in bed with foreign Davian pigs and warmongers, the people of Sky suffer under the relentless raids of House Kurita. Thanks to your efforts, we now stand a chance at standing up to these foreign hordes, and maybe, one day, freeing ourselves from this ridiculous Fedcom alliance the Archon has forced upon us. If we find ourselves needing your services again, we won't hesitate to call. And we got this cool assassin with the claw, and I'll try and find a use for it in an upcoming episode. It is December 23rd. One thing that occurred to me in that briefing is we're not even in Sky here. We're in the Tamar Pact, which I think is from about here down to this point. So the Arcturian Guards, it's Sky, the internal divisions of Light and Commonwealth. They didn't want a unit that was stationed within the Tamar Pact getting these new mechs. They wanted them themselves for this area. When really, it's the Tamar Pact that has suffered greater losses, because once upon a time it was about here, down to there, was all Tamar Pact worlds, and they've been taken, dozens and dozens of them, by the Draconid Combine over the course of the Federated Suns. Whereas the Federation of Sky actually expanded a little bit because of the collapse of the Terran hegemony in the center here, although they too have certainly lost worlds to Kurita further up here. Right, I think that's where we're going to leave it. I did notice we have a little bit of news, so we'll quickly read this. LCAF reveals BLR-1S by Red Devil Industries. The Red Devil Industries presents a new variant of the Battlemaster commissioned by the Leiden Commonwealth, the BLR-1S. The production contract of the Assault Class mech has facilities on Pandora in full swing, as the LCAF expect to see the chassis distributed among the Leiden Guard and Leiden Regular regiments. This new Battlemaster chassis modification turns the well-rounded heavy hitter into a deadly missile support mech. Swapping its primary energy weapon and adding additional LRM and SRM launchers makes the BLR-1S a walking missile platform capable of taking out targets with ease. I would like to pilot one of those. Maybe we will one day. But that really is where we're leaving it for this episode. It is kind of a nothing DLC. If there was anyone to drop, it's probably this one, unless you really get excited about the idea of swinging a great big axe or mace or add your melee weapon of choice into another mech. It's kind of the lowest on the tier of DLCs for me. But you know what? It's a fun little diversion. Too bad it's actually prevented us from being able to finish the campaign all before the first priority transmission, but I'm glad we did get it done in 3025, which is when it first appears. Honestly, I thought we were going to be lagging a bit further behind by this point, and we may have. I think my original expectation was that we would finish up Leiden Commonwealth, do this DLC just in time for the first priority transmission. As it happens, we have, I think, 13 months. It's October 12th or 22nd in 3026, which is where the priority transmission expires. We will see that probably pop up in the next episode where we go for these 3 high reward quests. That will finish out the Draconis Combine region of this game. Then we will pop back down to the rimward end of the Inner Sphere for the priority transmission, and then finish things up by jumping all the way back up here. It's a hell of a lot of time wasted traversing the Inner Sphere back and forwards like this. But you know what? We did pretty well to make it this far without any real diversions wasting time. Okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. I think next time you see me, I will have reverted these. I will use the Assassin in the upcoming DLC, Kestrel Lancers DLC. So you'll get to see this great big claw in action when that time comes. Until then, though, I'm going to revert how we were to our assault mechs to finish out Draconis Combine Space, since I think all of the 9 remaining missions there are 400-ton, 95 difficulty missions. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll be back soon with another video.